guys, I'm Boss Newamush. In this video I'll talk about the last chapter of One Piece, the number 853, that is called Not Here. This chapter starts with a scene in which we see again Brook fighting against Big Mom, but we know that he is defeated. And also we know that he wasn't able to acquire the information in the poneglyphs, and so his mission failed. Another interesting information that we acquire is the fact that the souls that are in Zeus, Prometheus, and also in Big Mom's hat, that is called Napoleon, are parts of Big Mom's soul, and for this reason Brook was able to control them, because the level of that soul was equal to Big Mom's one, and for this reason this level was too high for Brook. It seems also that Big Mom loves a lot Brook for his particular aspect, but the most interesting part of this scene starts when Big Mom starts to talk about Roger and the way in which he acquired the infos of the poneglyphs in order to reach Raft. Indeed, we know that Big Mom already had that poneglyph, that road poneglyph, when Roger was a common pirate, and he was able to acquire the infos of that poneglyph using his power of hearing the voices of everything. That is the same power that he used in Skypiea in order to know what was written in that poneglyph, and that included the position of Poseidon, that is an ancestral weapon, and that we know now that is Shirahoshi. We already saw that Luffy has this same power because he was capable of hearing the voices of the Sea Kings in the Fishman Island, and maybe this power is linked with Will of D, but we know a few things about D and D clan in general to say something about that. Despite of this fact, from this chapter we see how Padding is a member of a tribe called Three Eyes, and Big Mom says that this tribe has a power similar to Roger's one, and so we can maybe think that there is a relationship between the Three Eyes and the D clan, but it is also possible that the Three Eyes power is only similar to Roger's one, but is not linked with the Will of D. As I said before, we know very few things about D. Indeed, we don't know also if the Will of D is something that is possessed by every member of the D clan, or if it is something that is developed only by some of them. Indeed, in Marineford War, Whitebeard thought that Luffy could have Will of D, only after that he used the Conqueror's Haki, and so maybe only a few members of the D clan are capable of using Will of D, that could be related with the Conqueror's Haki, but also with Roger's power of hearing the voices of everything. That is another common point that links Luffy with Roger. And about Padding, that we see also in this scene, we see that Brook doesn't know what she said to Luffy, and so he thinks that she is a friend. But it will be interesting to see what Padding will say to Big Mom. Indeed, I think that this aspect will be important in the development of the plot, because Padding wants to talk to her mom alone. After that there is the second scene, that is the one in which finally we see again Pedro, that is fighting against Tamago, and from this chapter we know that Tamago ate a particular fruit that, also if it is a Paramincha, it's quite similar to a zone. Indeed, this fruit is Tamatama no Mi, that allows Tamago to evolve each time that the egg is broken, in order to regenerate in a sense stronger than before. Despite of this fact, Pedro defeats again Tamago, and he is capable of put KO his second evolution before that the evolution will complete, and in that moment he is also capable of escaping using a mirror and through the help of Chopper and Carrot that finally meet a member of Luffy's group. In this way they can know what is happening to their friends. And what's interesting is the fact that they reached the only one that was, in a sense, in a most simple situation. Indeed, Brook is with Big Mom, Luffy was imprisoned and controlled by a strong character such as Opera, and then he was fighting alone against Big Mom's army. And so Pedro, among the three, was the one in the simple situation, but it was also the one that could escape through a mirror quite easily and without being discovered, as he did. And so now they can reach, using the artistical portraits of Carrot, the other members of the group, and from what we saw in this chapter, maybe they will reach first Nami and Jinbe. At the end of the chapter, Oda focuses on Luffy, that is searching for Sanji, and this situation is found by Reijuu that hides him, and that also says to him that Sanji already knows what Pudding and Big Mom want to do, and again she demonstrates to be a very important character in this fight of will between Luffy and Sanji, because she is sort of intermediary that helps them to reacquire their relationship. And as he did before with Sanji, now she helps Luffy, because now that he knows that it's not necessary to warn Sanji about Pudding, he returns to the place in which he promised Sanji to wait for him. Indeed, he was captured in that place, he was imprisoned, and after he escaped, he wanted first to warn Sanji about Pudding, but now that he knows that it is not necessary, he returns to that place because he promised to wait there. And if we think about this fact, this was maybe the most simple development of the plot that we could imagine. But what makes it non-trivial is the incredible way in which Oda is capable of emphasizing a simple development of the plot in order to make it capable of conveying strong emotions. And this is something that Oda did till the beginning of One Piece. So what will happen now is linked a lot with what Sanji will do. Indeed, maybe Sanji will try to save Reijuu, and so he will develop one of his strategies in order also to protect Baratie and his friends, and maybe also to acquire the information in the road to Poneglyph. And so, in a sense, the interesting part of the saga starts now. What we saw before was only something that had the role of preparing ourselves for what will happen now. But there are also many questions that it is necessary to answer, and many of these questions come from this chapter. The first one is, what was Roger's power? Is something that is linked with the will of D, or is something that only Roger possessed it? For example, because he ate a particular devil fruit. But I don't think so, because we already saw that Luffy has this same power. And so, what is the relationship with the D clan, the will of D, the conqueror Saki, Luffy and Roger? And we don't know nothing about these links. And also we don't know anything about the relationship between the D clan, the will of D, Roger's power of hearing the voices of everything, and the Three-Eyed Tribe, and his power that it seems that will be useful in order to acquire the informations that are in a Poneglyph. And we have also underlined that this year is the 20th anniversary of One Piece, so probably the almost 50 chapters that we will see in the 2017 will be very important for the development of the plot, because the 20th anniversary is something very important for a manga such as One Piece, and probably they will allow us to know more about Roger and about Dee, that are maybe the principal aspects of One Piece. So, what do you think about this chapter and the questions that are developed from it? Tell me in comments, and if you like the video, put a like and subscribe. I'm Bosniak Mamush. We will see again with the comment of the next chapter, the 854. Bye.
One Piece! Dashing